Once upon a time, there was a king whose one eye was blind. One day, the king wanted his image to be painted. He did not had a picture of himself and he wished to forward his image to his next generations. So he invited 3 artists to his palace. He said, "Artists, if you draw my image perfectly, you will be rewarded. If you draw a bad drawing, then you will be beheaded. Are you ready? Do you agree?" "Yes, Maharaj," said all the 3 in one voice, and they were about to start their work. The first artist, he drew and drew and drew and he completed the image very clearly and he offered it to the king. He was so happy that he was the first artist to draw the king's image. So he proudly went and handed over the image. But the king, while looking at the image, was so furious. "How can you draw me as I am? Can't you see? My eye is still blind in that image. How can I forward this image to my next generation? You have shown disrespect to the monarch. Off you go. Put him in the dungeon." "Oh Maharaj, I'm so sorry. But king did not heed to the pleadings of the first artist. The second artist started his work. He drew and he drew and he drew and painted the image of the king very, very clearly and offered it to the king. The king had a look at it and said, "You cheater! You liar!" "Why, Maharaj, I have drawn you very, very clearly. What is the problem?" "Didn't you see? You have drawn both my eyes intact. Huh? Are you trying to cheat me and my upcoming generations? How dare you draw a defective picture? Behead him." "Oh Maharaj, I'm sorry. He was dragged. Now the third artist, a smart one indeed, he observed both the artist and their punishment and he became very cautious and said, "Maharaj, shall I start my work?" Start." So the third artist began to draw and soon he completed his work. He offered the image to the king and at once the king's face lit up. His one eye brightened wide open and the king was so happy. He said, "Offer him 100 gold coins." Now everybody in the palace, they were so curious. What is that? Such a painting? And the artist, he is getting 100 gold coins while the others were punished. What is such a painting? Now, when they looked at the image, they too understood how smart the artist was. Because he had drawn the profile of the king. He just drew only the good side of his eye. He just ignored the other part and drew only the one side. Now, what is the use of skill without a little extra common sense?